For me personally, the reason I chose the Avanti courses over other courses is because one, Rikin Parekh is an esteemed provider in facial aesthetics and he's a dentist, and being a dental practitioner myself, I thought it would be quite relevant to be able to learn about facial aesthetics from the perspective of another dentist as well. And I've heard great things about Rikin and his courses, and I've actually been on a few courses with him before previously and actually shadowed him at his Harley Street clinic several years prior to attending the first course. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. For today's course, I think the most enjoyable element was definitely the practical aspects. The first theory was really important, so I definitely wouldn't downplay that at all. Reading the notes and the prior preparation was great, but then I think Rikin really brought it all together in the initial morning aspects of the theory, and then we start to really then expand our knowledge with the practical aspects and learning that everything's not just limited to what you learn in paper, and how to then start to expand your knowledge base to then apply different treatments for patients. So definitely the practical aspects were really something exciting to take away from the day. For me, facial analysis is something which I'm finding I'm doing almost on a daily basis, having been on the previous foundation Botox and fillers course. I'm finding just going on buses and looking at people, I'm analysing their face already. And it's a great way to start analysing people and working out what treatments people need, and more importantly, what treatments will be most effective for them and essentially be bang for buck. And that's something that Rikin really points out as well, to make sure that one, your preventive treatments are effective, but two, treatments that patients will really love and adore and want to keep coming back to you for. Yes, I feel that I understood all the dermal filler techniques that were explored and discussed today. Obviously there's some areas which I feel that I would need to practice more and read up more on, but there's nothing today which I felt that was left unturned or something which was not explained. Any questions that I had for Rikin were explained, and with the practical aspects it also allowed us to apply what we learned in the morning session and with our previous reading. Absolutely. Today will make a massive difference to the way I practice facial aesthetics. At the moment, I'm finding I'm doing quite a lot of lips and maybe some nasolabial fold and marionette lines, which is what we learnt on the foundation filler and lip course. Really, like we learned, the primary reason for a lot of volume loss that we have in patients is due to cheek volume loss. We can get sagging in the jowl and jaw region and temple volume loss as well. And so these are the primary causes of aging that I actually really want to get in there and actually start treating for my patients. And patients are asking for it, but before I wasn't able to do it. So now it will be so exciting to be able to offer this for my patients and be able to offer a whole new range of treatments for them. Absolutely, 100%. I'd recommend this course to anyone considering Botox, fillers, facial aesthetics to complement their current practice in dentistry. A lot of dentists might think that facial aesthetics is irrelevant for them, but I think if you're in the kind of field of expertise where you're thinking about whitening patients' teeth, creating veneers, crowns, and creating general improvements to people's smiles, there should be no reason why you should be thinking about creating improvements to their general facial appearance as well. Yeah, absolutely. The course is great value for money. I think starting out, it's a lot to spend on anything. Like these courses, like most dentists are aware, are generally quite expensive. But at the end of the day, it's an investment. And we have to realise is that with the first few patients that you'll treat, you'll be able to make that money back very easily. And on top of that, it will just give you so much satisfaction because not everything's just about the money aspect in what we do in dentistry. It's also about the enjoyment. And I think being able to offer this complementary aspect of treatment in facial aesthetics just gives you more variety in your daily routine and makes your day even more enjoyable.